The next question, 8.2, indicate the sigma and pi bonds in the following molecules. Now, again, the same way we are going to write down. First, we will write down the structural formula. And from the structural formula, we can easily write down sigma and pi bond. Remember the concept. If there is one single bond, that means there is one sigma bond. If there is double bond, so one is sigma and one is pi. If there is triple bond, then one is sigma and the other two is pi. Okay, so this is the concept you are going to apply. Now let us start with the topic. Over here we have the first one, C6H6, right? So C6H6 is nothing but benzene. So I'm going to write down the structure of benzene. Okay. Now if I look into the carbon atom, this carbon atom, all the carbon atoms are same, right? So there are basically how many carbon atoms? There are basically 6 carbon atoms, right? Now carbon-carbon sigma bond. How many carbon-carbon sigma bonds do we have? Now there are total 6 carbon-carbon sigma bonds, right? So I'm going to write down this as 6 carbon-carbon sigma bonds. Then along with carbon-carbon sigma bond, we also have carbon-carbon double bond. And how many are there? We have 3 carbon-carbon double bond. So carbon-carbon double bond means pi bonds are present. Okay, so 3 pi bonds. And then lastly, we also have a carbon-hydrogen bond. So how many carbon-hydrogen bonds we have? 6 carbon-hydrogen, and carbon-hydrogen bonds are nothing but they are sigma bonds. Clear? So basically we have in benzene 6 sigma bond. Clear? 6 sigma bond. Then we have 6 carbon-hydrogen sigma bond. Then we have a 3 carbon-carbon pi bond. Clear? Similarly, we are going to solve the other questions as well. Now the next question is CH2 Cl2. So CH2 Cl2. So I'll write down the structure first. This is C. On this we have 2 hydrogen, 2 Cl group. Clear? So this is the structure of CH2 Cl2. Clear? Now this is again very simple. Now again the same thing we are going to apply here. So how many sigma bonds are present? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. And which are those? We have 2 carbon hydrogen sigma bond and then carbon and Cl sigma bonds. So in all we have 2 plus 2, that is 4 sigma bonds. Clear? Let us proceed ahead with the next question. The next one is the third one, CH2 double bond C double bond CH2. Now again, if I expand this structure, I can write it down as a CH H. Here it is double bond C, double bond H and H. So let us quickly write down the answer. Again, the same thing we have here. Now we have two carbon sigma bond. Okay, here this is sigma bond and then sigma bond, right? So we have two carbon sigma bond. Then at the same time we have a 2 carbon pi bond, right? We have carbon pi bond. Now let us write down carbon hydrogen. How many carbon hydrogen sigma bond we have? We have 4 carbon hydrogen sigma bond. Clear? So total we have 6 sigma bond and 2 pi bond. Clear? Similarly, let us write down for the next one, the fourth question. It is CH3NO2. So if I expand this structure, this is carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Then we have N and then NO2. I can simply write it down in this way. One will be bonded through double bond. The other one is what? Coordinate covalent bond. Clear? So how many bonds are present now? Let us quickly write down. If I look into carbon and hydrogen, so we have 3 carbon hydrogen sigma bond, right? Then we have 1 carbon and nitrogen sigma bond, right? Then also we have one nitrogen and oxygen sigma bond, and then one nitrogen and oxygen pi bond. Clear? So how many are there? We have a 3 carbon hydrogen sigma bond, 1 carbon and nitrogen sigma bond, okay, and then 1 nitrogen and oxygen sigma and pi bond. Clear? So this arrow one, this arrow bond, it is nothing but it is the coordinate covalent bond. So that we are not going to count. Clear? Coming to the next one, the fifth one. The fifth one is HCONHCH3. So let me quickly expand this structure. This is H, then carbon, double bond oxygen, nitrogen, then H, then we have C, 3 hydrogen. Okay, so this is the expanded form. Next, now after this, I am going to write down the number of sigma and pi bond. Firstly, let us have a look on the structure carefully. If I look into the structure, I have 2 carbon and nitrogen sigma bond. Clear? I'll just write down. This is carbon and nitrogen sigma bond. Carbon and nitrogen sigma bond. So how many are there? 2 bonds. Clear? After that, we have nitrogen and hydrogen. Okay, here this is nitrogen and hydrogen sigma bond. So how many are there? 1 nitrogen and hydrogen sigma bond. Clear? After that, we have a carbon and hydrogen. And how many are there? Carbon and hydrogen. We have a 4 carbon hydrogen sigma bond. Which are those? 1. Okay. Here it is. 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 carbon and hydrogen sigma bond. Now what we are left with? We are left with carbon and oxygen, right? We are left with what? Carbon and oxygen. So carbon and oxygen, how many bonds do we have? We have 1 carbon and oxygen sigma bond and 1 carbon and oxygen pi bond. Clear? So quickly we will revise the entire thing. How many sigma bonds are there? 2 carbon and nitrogen sigma bond. Okay, 1 nitrogen and hydrogen sigma bond. Right? Then we have 4 carbon hydrogen sigma bond, 1 carbon and oxygen sigma bond, and 1 carbon and oxygen pi bond. So all the sigma and pi bonds I have written. So this is how you are going to answer. And then if the total number is asked, then you simply need to count the number of sigma and pi bonds. Okay, I have written everything separately. In order to write down the total, simply you are going to add up everything. Clear? I hope the concept is clear. Thank you.